So, Squirt and I are here to talk about failure, and particularly failure when it comes to self imposed promises. So, 3,000 words a day was really ambitious, and I was very adamant. And then I got 1,300 words in not long after making that video, and all of a sudden, the rest of life came crashing in on me. And the stress that I had been kind of bottling up decided to appear not as some sort of like explosive outward anxiety or mourning or something like that, but just fatigue. Which is weird because fatigue for me sometimes starts with insomnia. The other day, the day after I wrote the 1,300 words, I went to bed and I woke up 2 hours later and could not get back to sleep. And then I had a full day of errands and stuff because the business of death is a lot of paperwork. And then the next day I was kind of recovering from the lack of sleep and the busyness of that day and how things have changed in getting everything done. And of course, I didn't get any words in. And I knew that. I knew by the second day, it's like, this is going to be hard. You're bad at prioritizing. You're bad at judging time. Correction. The way I organize and judge time is outside the norm and not conducive to the productivity that capitalism expects of us. I still have those capitalistic goals though, right? Even though everything about my being and my thinking doesn't fit into that. If I am part of a structure where I am being paid to fit into that mold, I can do it for about 7 years. And then I ease out. Academia has been different. The parts of academia that very much cater to capitalism are pretty awful and terrible, and I try to rail against them constantly because they don't make for better people, but better consumers. But that's not what I want to talk about today. What I want to talk about is how I am 6,700 words behind on my progress, the promise that I made to myself. And I want you to know that it's okay to break promises to yourself. When your body and mind and soul need rest, in whatever way it's telling you, and sometimes it's just telling you by not being productive. It's okay. Look at Squirt. You think Squirt wrote any words today? Squirt. Squirt. She can't even be bothered to listen to me. Hey. She didn't do shit today. Did you? Although Tuesday she caught a mouse for me and put it near my chair at the kitchen table. I think she was getting me lunch. It wasn't lunch. So it's not about a reset. It's not about a recalibration, some sort of, well, I'm going to restructure my goal. My goal is the same. I very much want to hit 3,000 words a day and get this book done. I like the story. I like the characters. I really like where it's going. I just realized if I take my own advice from the last video, I could probably figure out why I'm not writing. Now the question is, do I keep in the long pause or not? And I think, well, Squirt will definitely always vote for pause. Looks like I got something to do.